car and home and save with your local or any of the Farm Bureau insurance agents in the state of Mississippi, helping you out in all 82 counties. Favorites.com so that you can save and get a quote in 4 minutes or less. Want to say good morning, welcome in. I am your host, Bo Bounds, and I did not have Captain Rodney's yesterday. Neither did Jason, which I'm disappointed. I didn't have spinach and artichoke dip yesterday, but I did have some of Wendy's Rotel, which was absolutely delicious. And then did order some wings. I just went to go instead of the grill, but they were fabulous. And then she ended up making that. Our friends did it when we were down on our little vacation over Christmas. They did the whole breakfast casserole, but with grits.
Oh, yum.
That's elite.
Yeah, I had some.
That's
of
Chris
that.
Jones.
You brought me
Defensive
some.
line. Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, some breakfast
Wendy
casserole.
did. Yeah.
Delicious. I mean, you throw grits in plus all the good stuff that's already in there.
I know it.
You're about to have, look, you could probably adopt me. You're probably tired of not having your kids at home. You could have me over there often.
I had a great
I'll
weekend.
I'll eat some
It was
food.
very quiet, and we went up and saw him on Friday, and I drove back Saturday morning, and I went to the farmer's market out in Canton.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, drove in, did that. And then what else did I do on Saturday? I'm trying to think. It's not coming to me. There just wasn't a lot. It was very chill. And I watched Mississippi State on Saturday night.
Of course.
They won, somehow jumped up 9 spots in the net rankings. Cam Matthews is an absolute dude. He drives everything. Everything. And they're still not doing what I want them to do on offense, but they went on the road and they won.
Yeah.
Next. And they take a week off. And now your Rebs are back in going to Lexington, Kentucky. Y'all have gone back-to-back Tuesday games. And now y'all go and play at Rupp in Lexington. And they had a heck of a game with Gonzaga. 89-85. So that was a 3 o'clock, whatever I call it. So that was a 3-ish tip, somewhere in there. And on CBS. And so now you get the Kentucky Wildcats in Rupp Arena. I have 2 buddies going. 2 of my guys who are Ole Miss alums and Ole Miss fans, and they haven't been to Rupp. And they're all excited. And guess where they're going on Tuesday night? Tony's.
Oh.
The steakhouse in Lexington, which is right by Rupp Arena. Isn't that exciting?
Wow, yeah. And are they going to do a little bourbon tasting or what?
Oh, I'm sure that there'll be bourbon tasting throughout the day.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That won't be a problem. There's 94 bourbon bars in a 4-minute walk radius of whether you're staying at the Hilton or Marriott or whatever downtown, right by Rupp. Of course, there's a hotel that's connected to Rupp Arena too. I don't think it's as cool as the Marriott, but it's nice. All right, is the MVP you're spending? You know, my MVP, because I'm biased now that the game is unfolded, is Stone Cold.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, but you could go Spagnuolo, best defensive coordinator in the history of the postseason. 4 Lombardis. He was the architect and the driving force of the 2007 New York Giants Super Bowl. Now, it's still amazing Sean Payton fired him with the Saints. And that was kind of when crazy Sean was taking there's a balance. It's very delicate on how many crazy pills you can take. And Sean took a little too many the year he was suspended, comes back and fires Steve Spagnuolo. He kind of bounces around, gets with Andy Reid and the Chiefs. Steve Spagnuolo, defensive coordinator for the Chiefs, now has 3 more. Already had one with the Giants. He has 4 Lombardi trophies, Jason.
Jeez.
Getting paid several $1 million a year to be a defensive coordinator in the NFL. I mean, we just had a sitting head coach from Boston. If this tells you what's happening in college football and the NFL, we just had a sitting head coach at Boston College take a coordinator position in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say that again. A sitting head. I know Boston College isn't a great program by any stretch, but a sitting head coach in college football, Power 5. It's not like he was the sitting head coach at UT Chattanooga.
Right. Or Western Kentucky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's at Boston College. Left Boston College to take a defensive coordinator position in the NFL, Jason. Hugh Freeze lost his D-line coach to the NFL. Used to guys kind of got in, and they liked being in college. Now, no time off, dealing with NIL, dealing with peddlers and handlers, and they're like, hold on, the NFL just gives me my room. That's the way it is. Here's your D-line class, Jason. I mean, here's your D-line unit, Jason. And here's your total offensive roster on this side if you're an OC or DC, whatever. And the money's insane. Insane. Because we got coordinators making several $1 million. That's where we are now. But Steve Spagnuolo, unbelievable. 4 Lombardi trophies. Kansas City Chiefs defensive coordinator. 1 with the Giants. Andy Reid. I don't know if he's got enough time to really catch Belichick, but still 3 Lombardis, okay? And I don't know how many NFC and AFC championship games. Didn't he have 5 with the Eagles and however many with the Chiefs? He's getting up there. And I think NFC and AFC championship games are crazy prestigious. Kind of like the shift with college basketball coaches about 20 years ago, if you hear them talk. Just Final Fours are, off the charts, prestigious. We kind of only focused on championships prior to. Anyway, obviously Patrick Mahomes, unbelievable. Can he catch Brady? 7? I don't think so. Because I think this will eventually play out. Just because of Kelsey's age and maybe even Andy's age. But, man, Andy Reid's, he's kind of like a fossil. He's kind of like a rock, right? That you find that still looks great.
Yeah.
But it's 2,400 years old.
A young picture of Andy Reid?
Yeah.
Dude's a stud.
You think so?
Yeah, that mustache hasn't changed a day. He's a stud. That's the guy who's, a PE teacher. He started teaching at the same high school he went to. Okay. And but then he still tries to hit on some of the local moms.
I don't think that's Andy.
I think
you just totally miss. I don't think that's Andy. I don't pick up that vibe from Andy Reid at all.
You're telling me that guy with a whistle and that mustache is not pulling off a mom? I think so.
That was an interesting way to frame that. Let's just say maybe Andy Reid at 24 years old. But I don't really want to go down that road quite yet. We are the Out of Bounds Show. We would love to hear from you on the Ag Up Equipment text line 601-885-3776. Do we want to talk commercials?
I think we do.
Okay. All right.
Shout out Dan Marino.
Talking about somebody who loved cabarets. Dan Marino was legendary in the 80s and some of the 90s as far as Miami and traveling. He used to do this. You don't remember this. He used to do this glove commercial. Will you Google it? Dan Marino and gloves. I can't remember what they were called. It was the cheesiest thing. It was so 1980. I'm just guessing 87. But they were tanned. I guess you had a tan color and black color and a brown. I don't know. But you got it?
Yeah. So it's actually 1990.
Okay. Give me a hint.
On the name of the gloves?
Yeah.
What's the best way to put it? So it's like when you have someone.
It's like Veritone or something. Is it kind of like that? It's like
Isotone.
Isotoner. Yeah.
Isotoner.
Give it to me again. Isotoner gloves?
Isotoner gloves. And
my gosh.
I mean, you can tell he's the definition of an athlete actor because you can tell they're like, all right, now lift up your hands, smile, say something quirky.
Yeah.
And man, these sweaters, he's got some 90s sweaters for days.
Aren't they glorious?
They're amazing.
Wow.
How did I not know about these commercials?
Well, because, hell, you haven't even watched St. Elmo's Fire. I mean, I don't know what to do. About last night, I mean, cocktails. I don't, you Breakfast Club. I don't know what to do.
I've seen that, but are the others, are they any good?
No. What you would put by them is excellence. Yeah. Have you watched The Goonies?
E.T.?
E.T.?
I've seen some of The Goonies, and I've seen E.T., But I feel like there's some movies that people are like, oh, they're good, but they say that just because they're old. Like, just because they were good when you were 14, 15. That's the case a lot of
Well,
times.
anything with Demi Moore in it in the 80s was excellent. Let's see. There was one other one that I've been giving you I know you watched Top Gun because the new one came out, which tied all of your generation back to the old one.
Yeah, the new one was good, too. But the old one, I saw the old one a while ago.
Yeah.
I've tried to go for that Tom Cruise look, too, with the aviators, the jeans, and the dog tag playing volleyball.
Did you?
That's what
Did you try to pull that off?
I'm still going for it. I mean, I'm going more goose right now. I need to shave back into the stash. The beard's growing up, so we need to go back to stash.
Back to stash.
More aviators, more goose.
More goose.
Yeah.
Okay. More goose, more aviators, and more Captain Rodney's or spinach and artichoke dip.
We'll go spinach and artichoke. Round 1, pick 1. Captain Rodney's pick 2. How about that?
Okay.
In the dip draft. We should do a dip draft. That'd be a good idea.
No, let's do that.
A dip draft where we have like all these different types of dips.
And people bring a dip up here. And like the winner gets a huge prize.
Oh, yeah.
Cash and travel and some other goodies. Is that fair?
That's so fair. I mean, even say Night at the Golden Moon, free golf.
Okay.
And then you keep on moving to maybe, have
gift
some
certificates.
Yep. Have some good food while you're there. A whole little weekend getaway just for making the best dip known to man.
Wow. So we're gonna have a dipathon.
A dipathon. A dip off.
Dip off. All right. What'd you call it earlier?
A draft. The dip draft.
All right. The dip draft.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll write it down too.
I got it. Dip draft. Okay, cool. Let's ask our listeners what was the best thing that you had yesterday as far as food? Or we should throw in drink too, shouldn't we?
Oh yeah.
All right.
No doubt.
I had a little Patron añejo about I ended up taking a nap.
Wow.
Yeah, we lost power for a little while, and so I ended up taking a nap. I had a glass of Prosecco, and I took a nap from like 1:30 to 3:30. Didn't even think twice about it.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
A little Sunday nap action.
Wasn't worried about it. I couldn't get it. I couldn't do 8 hours of pregame. I turned it on really early, and I thought, okay, this is mind numbing. They're saying the same thing, and I can't go there. So that was also how not only was Stone Cold Chris Jones punching his ticket to the Pro Football Hall of Fame a good thing for the state of Mississippi and Mississippi State, but the nap was excellent.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I was gone.
There's something about a Sunday nap, but then you add in the Super Bowl Sunday nap.
Well, I knew I could get up and I had something fun going on. First of all, I had food when he had already cooked.
Ooh.
And I had the Super Bowl going down. So what do you think?
I think you did it right yesterday.
Yeah.
CWR also looks like he did it right. He had a dessert charcuterie board.
Oh my gosh.
So it looks like we've got some white chocolate covered pretzels in there. We got some heart cookies.
No way.
Some little biscuits.
Let's ask. Text line 601-885-3776. What was the best food and drink that you had yesterday? I saw that Nick Fulton was slinging some very dessert drink martinis.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have one?
Yeah. So on Friday night, he made a Valentine's martini. Now, I can't tell you everything that was in it because it was for Miranda.
He listed it.
Yeah. But it was delicious. And
it looked super sweet.
Presentation.
The presentation was great.
1,000,000 out of 10.
Okay.
But yeah, he's been killing those ever since, I guess, the past year. I mean, he's been destroying a good dessert drink, from like a pistachio martini to like the sugar cookie one that he made in here. That was phenomenal.
That was amazing.
And then
that was amazing.
Chocolate peppermint. I mean, he's been going hard on some dessert drinks.
Shout out to Nick Fulton. And let me see. I'm going to say he's a gold and silver expert.
Oh, definitely.
With USA Pawn and USA Pawn's mega store, usapawn.com. Yeah, when he posted those on Saturday morning, I think, I thought I could only drink about 80% maybe of one, but it looked fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
That
over dessert? You get one of those? instead of having like a big piece of pie or something? That's not a bad idea.
No. Somebody's calling me from Atlanta. Do you think they're offering us like a lot of money or maybe a dip or?
They're at the airport. They think you should be there. They think you need to be at the Atlanta airport.
I need to be at that Delta airport I was at over Christmas holidays where everybody was throwing down at 7 a.m. in the morning or 7:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, it might be past airport beer time there because I guess what? It's 8:47, so it's still time.
Oh, it's past time.
Yeah, that's airport beer in Atlanta. That's got to be at least 7:30 a.m.
Yeah. All right, let's switch gears. Out of bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Mississippi State did what they were supposed to do on Saturday night, and they won the game. I'm a little hard on this team. I don't trust this team, but they won, and they won big, and they moved up 9 spots in the NCAA net rankings, and they had not had any kind of easy road game yet. So they took advantage of Missouri. They only get Missouri, who's 0-11, once. Ole Miss gets them twice. Mississippi State now gets the Tuesday, Wednesday spot. They're off. So they don't play till Arkansas at home next week at 1 o'clock. Ole Miss plays in Rupp Arena against Kentucky this week. And we'll see. Kentucky's coming off another loss. We've been talking about where Calipari's been trending for a long time, way before Jason got here. And the fact that he doesn't understand how to coach offense and he suffocates his talent on the offensive end of the floor. Now, Gonzaga's pretty good. They're not what they have been. They were not 25-1 coming in, like Mark Few has had in years past, but they're a good team. And they beat Kentucky in Rupp Arena 89-85. So now Ole Miss will go to Rupp Arena. And I've got a couple of friends who are going up to the game. I'm excited for them. It's my favorite SEC town. Drink a little bourbon. They're going to Tony's. They're going to have an absolute blast. Cam Matthews, his stat line again for college basketball is unbelievable. He is the guy. I mean, Josh Hubbard's unbelievable, super talented. Hit some big shots. Tolu played well. Murphy continues to get minutes. Shaq was the one that came out of nowhere, Jason. Not came out of nowhere, but he's so streaky. He'll have one of these games every 5th game. And you need Shaq to have one of those games every 3rd game for you to probably cash the ticket that you want to cash this year. But you can only complain so much. You won by 20 plus. You did what you had to do. And now you get 7 days off. And here's the question. Will DJ Jeffries be back? Because you've done this the last week without one of the best defenders in the country and your best defender. And he's actually 6'7" on the perimeter. And the rest of the guys are not tall. So that's something to think about too. But other guys got minutes. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, but not bad production from Murphy either. I mean, this is exactly what State needs from him, right?
I could not agree more. 18 minutes. We had been dancing around that 15, 18, 20-minute mark. I liked what I saw. He's still going to have to get better on offense.
Oh, yeah.
There's more players on that team that need to be better today on offense than they are. In fact, I think Cam Matthews should be elite with what college basketball is today. I'm not talking about NBA. There's just light years, two totally different things. But I think Cam Matthews should be an elite college basketball player. And I just think there's even more there than what you're getting. Now, there's still time. We still have a lot of ball left to be played, and I know that Jans is working like a mad scientist to get everything out of his guys, and Chris Beard is also working like a madman to get everything out of his guys. I just think there's more to, I mean, Cam Matthews is everything you want in college basketball. Use him. Leverage him. I mean, he is the dude that makes Hub and Tolu go and everything else. So we'll see. I mean, is he a good player? Absolutely. Do I still think he's underrated just because he's not a prolific scorer? Sure. But, man, oh, man, I just think he could – he's – when you can do that many things well, that makes you special.
Oh, yeah. 9.7 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 steals.
You just talked dirty to me. I mean, that stat line is filthy.
What?
He did the same thing the game before, almost identical. That is, in college basketball, that is the best of the best.
I found the nickname for him. I think it works. The handyman. He can do it all.
But I need a little more pop.
Mr. Fix-It?
No. No.
I'm starting to brand here.
Cam, he's special. Are they getting everything they can out of him? And are the players on the offensive end getting developed at the level they should be? But, hey, they've knocked down a couple of wins, and they got 2 home games coming up. One this weekend, Saturday against Arkansas, and then your Ole Miss Rebels go to the hump the next Wednesday. So it's going to be exciting. Have you ever been a bigger Taylor Swift fan than right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
We are the Out of Bounds Show. We're brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Bundle your car and home and save with your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. We have Jeff Duncan, NFL Insider, NOLA.com. He'll join us at 8:30. And Dan Fouts, former San Diego Charger with Air Coryell at 9:30. Both on the Farm Bureau Insurance guest line. Shoot us a text. 601-885-3776. I also want food pics from yesterday.